Right, for those who are watching this, you're going to question yourself, why should I start off this theory video with a video like this? Well, the title is simple. It's related to tuberculosis. And why did I say this? Well, let me begin. For a couple of days, there's been this pilot that's been floating around YouTube called Ramshackle with 3.5 million views recently. And for those who don't know what it is, it's basically like this Victorian setting between three boys, or one girl actually, who are homeless and are being dubbed scraps. And they're, feasting off and scavenging from the rich people, basically. But, typical poor versus rich type story. But for those who are watching, you probably already know what that is, what the story is even about. So, let me just get into it. We all know about the character Stone. Right? All edgy, all mysterious, and probably the biggest thing that every fangirl will be post on Tumblr. But what I'm about to say is, Stone to me, he looks a bit off. And he looks very pale. He's got bruised fingers, biggest, palest skin, and whenever he speaks, it sounds like he has a sore throat. Now, the thing is, this symptoms indicate that this character probably might have TB. Why? Because if you can see in this picture right now, there is every physical symptom that's highlighted that is related to TB. So for example, you've got endophthalmitis, which causes like this pus in your eye, but it can, pus is yellow. And it's also been known as TV endophthalmitis when the TB is active in your eye. But also, if you can see his fingers, it is swelling, and it's another symptom of TB. Because if the swelling doesn't go away in a couple of weeks, then it could be TB. In the middle of his stomach, you can tell it's very thin. Why is it thin? Well, because weight loss. Weight loss is another symptom of TB. And yes, I know I'm listing them out, but I'm giving you the answers. And along with the bag eyes under his eye, symptom can be fatigue, which fatigue causes eye bags. And we all know about his pale skin, which at the end of the day was been dubbed the White Death or the White Plague, because the skin of those infected with tuberculosis will turn pale. Some people actually call this the vampire's disease or the romantic disease, because of how pale it turns you. I've been recently posted this on both on Reddit and Tumblr, and I'm surprised that many actually took the theory in to say that it all actually makes sense. Even his psychology in the video, he always makes it like he's very sad, very fragile, and to be honest, it is, understandable, because as the way he keeps drinking, he keeps smoking, he tries to forget himself. And I know you're probably going to say because he's homeless, but the other two, they're very jolly. It's only him out. Now, what I believe is, in this theory, is that he's trying to forget about it, because as you can know about Ramshackle, it's set between like the late 19th century to earlier 20th century, and TB back then is basically the terminal illness. There's no drug for it, there's no vaccine for it, and I mean the medications there are probably deadlier with all the mercury pills that were invented back then, but that's all they got, because TB was a very new disease they rediscovered. I think it was 1883 it was discovered, and the reason why it's all mysterious because of the thing called the TB sanatorium. So the TB sanatorium is a place where they exile most of the TB patients, basically, to induce the spread. And apparently the treatment back there was very disgusting, like humane, because they just left them there apparently. And even the footage I'm playing right now is famous from the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which is apparently the most haunted place as well. But as I'm saying is, everything I'm saying about this character from Ramshackle, I forgot to credit to ZDZ for making this pilot, and she did a good work, or he did good work, or they did, I don't know who he really is. I just discovered it randomly. So what I'm trying to say is, as amount I did research on this character, I did more likely to discover that this character is more likely to be infected with TB, which is what I've been studying through while a couple weeks, a couple of days, but it makes sense. It incredibly makes sense. And despite all I said, which, you know, I know he's probably made for a character, or I'm reading into it too much, but there is a chance that Zeddy might come out to confirm that this character is basically infected with the disease. And yeah, again, I know I'm probably reading too much, or it's just a character design that he made, like the typical edgy character, but as I read close to it, he does look like he has TB. But anyways, for the amount of information I said, I hope you really liked the video, and I guess you can comment and like if you want more videos like this, which is literally my first fairy video, by the way. But anyways, I'll see you next time.